me see my connection. No problem, my friend. No problem. Can you hear me? Can you talk now?
Yes. Yes. Now I hear.
Yes. Nice, man. Nice. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to have you here. So let me just prepare the rooms here, guys. Just a sec. Uh, while I'm separate the rooms, I want to know how was the celebrations for you, Matheus. Matheus, open your heart, man. Tell me about your celebrations. How were the parties, you know?
Perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Mateus. I'm 29 years old. I'm very happy in this year because I have any plans, any language for learning in this year. I work in a data area as a data analyst in a company automobilistic, analyzing indicators, some data in the sector, the controladoria. I don't know speak controladoria in English, but I think it's control.
Something
I
like that.
like it.
We need it. No
Controller.
worries.
Yeah, controller.
Controller, yes, controller. Controller. I like this area. I like learning English. I'm studying English. There are uh, 3 years, but in the past, I'm not practice conversation my English. And now I have these opportunities in TNT for practice conversation during the week in the people, the any people. I like. For me, in this year, I intend learning English more, intensify my learning in English in this year because I need in my job. The English is very necessary using English during the day, during activities, talk a lot of people the other country, and is necessary for me English. I'm studying the past, but now it's very important for me, for my job, for my career, the learning English. And in my free time, I go to the learning different books, technicals, all the books too. I'm go to the shop mall. I'm go to the Jefferson. I'm go to the shopping mall, the talk with my friends, talk with my family, and in my free time, I mean travel in the a lot of city when I have time in my month. That's it.
Really nice, man. Thanks for sharing. And guys, I'm gonna send you some of you to the small rooms, right? And 10 minutes before then, I'm gonna bring you back. And just choose a leader to guide the conversation, you know. I recommend you guys, Mr. Jefferson, because he's amazing. He's amazing host, you know, and he can guide the conversation really well. And that's it, my friends. See you, and that's it. See here. And for those that will be here with me, congratulations. You're gonna be in the main room, right? So Mateus will be with us, and Patricia, Bianca, and yeah, just us guys. So Patricia, please introduce yourself. It's and before you do it, I just want to say that it's really nice to see you here again.
Thank you, Bruno. Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Patricia. I am 34 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I'm married. I'm working as a library assistant in a bilingual school. And in my free times, I like to play some musical instruments, listen to music, play online games with my friends, and reading books. And for me, it's a pleasure to stay with all here. Thank you.
Really nice, Patricia. Really nice to have you here. It's an honor for me. First, thank you for sharing. And what about you, Bianca? Long time no see you.
Yeah, long time. I miss the platform too. I have to present myself. Is that, Bruno?
Yeah, yeah. Open your heart first. Feel free.
Okay. Good morning, guys. My name is Bianca Almeida. I am 27 years old. I am living in Campinas. I'm doing my PhD in here. I'm studying um, educational system and labor market with the bias of gender and race in Brazil and South Africa. And because of that, I need to improve my English because I have to read a lot of texts in English. I have to have some meets in English too. So I saw this necessity in my life. So I'm trying to improve this ability.
Really nice. It's really nice to have you here also. It's always a pleasure to have you here. You know, how can I say it? I don't know. We here on the platform we have a lot of different people, but there are people that we see all the weekend, and for us, for me, it's a pleasure. It's always good to have you here. So of course that I love everyone. I like. I really like everyone. Here it's a place, a safe place, a secure place that we can have discussions, we can have conversations, we can share our opinions, but uh, there are people that we feel like we have a connection. I don't know how can I explain it, but it's beyond uh, that we can imagine. So you all are really nice people, and for me, it's a pleasure to have you here, guys. So, guys, let's move on, right? And I would like to know, guys, how many languages do you speak, right? And Matheus, can you start with this one, man?
Yes, yes. Now I'm speak Portuguese, né? My language, native language, the Portuguese, and the learning English is my second language that I like very well the English. In some jobs, I use it to the Spanish, but me, muito pouco, but I use the some. I don't speak Spanish. I learn it's basic Spanish, very basic Spanish when I use my job. But my native language is Portuguese, and now my second learning, I is learning the English, and I use in my job, in my activities during the day.
Really nice, man. Really nice words. And it's good when you have the opportunity to use the language that you are learning at your job, because sometimes the market, demand it from us. And when sometimes we don't even use it, in our daily basis. So it's really important to have this opportunity. Really nice, man. Thanks for sharing. Guys, I forgot to introduce myself. Guys, my name is Bruno. I am 34 years old. I'm married. I live in Sun City, born and raised here. I work at a freight forward company we complete 11 years in June, you know, and I'm really proud of it because it's rare to see people be for so long in the same company. And for me, it's a really a good achievement, for me. And I'm part of this team on Talk and Talk almost 2 years already. And I've been learning a lot and knowing a lot of people, different people, and making new friends, develop my English here. And here I have the opportunity to develop other languages also, you know. And about languages, I'm learning Spanish. I try to, not that I tried, I didn't take off it off my list, but I was learning French, but I decided to switch to Spanish because I think that Spanish is a kind of easier, you know, than French, because Spanish I have a background, let's say like this, you know, in the past when I was a teenager, I was learning Spanish. So for me, I think that it would be better to switch to Spanish at first, and when I feel comfortable with the Spanish, back to French again, you know. The goal is to become a polyglot. Let's see if I can do it, you know. And of course, try to use it as much as I can. Well, not just English, but all the languages that I'm studying. And I have two kids. I don't know if I already told you guys about it. And I'm on vacation right now, you know, from my main work. So I'm enjoying it uh, a lot, right? And that's it, my friends. So, Patricia, your turn, girl. How many languages do you speak?
In my case, I obviously that I speak Portuguese. It's my native language. I'm improve my English. I think my level is intermediate, I think, and my plan is improve is to be fluent in English. And I agree with you, Bruno. I would like to learn French, but I think it's better to learn to learn or improve my Spanish. I when I was in school, I learned Spanish, but it's so basic. But I think we have more opportunities to improve and training your our Spanish and in America South, that French, for example. So after I improve more my English, I think my focus will be Spanish.
That's it. You say everything because we are surrounded by countries that speak Spanish, and here in South America we are the only country that speaks Portuguese. You know, why not to start with Spanish and then to move to another language? You know, of course, that English is essential for everything. You know, I think that I don't know about you guys, but I speak Portuguese, and I decided to learn English at first because English is a universal language, so it's essential for communication, right? And then Spanish because we are surrounded by countries that speak Spanish. So for me, in my opinion, it's really important to learn Spanish, you know? And like, of course, after I learn Spanish, I be able to communicate. I can move to another language, you know. My case is French, but then when once you start to learn a new language, you know, you in my case I became addicted, you know. Like I love to be in touch with language. Sometimes I'm a kind of annoying. I know it. In my house, for example, my wife get mad with me all the time because every time that I have the opportunity, you know, I switch the channel, TV channel to a channel that speaks Spanish or English, you know, and sometimes people here at home, they don't understand what is going on, you know, but I love it. We become addicted, you know, when because we all are trying to learn a language. So it's funny and interesting at the same time. And what else? I was with something on my mind. And Patricia, I don't know, did you ever try to be in a Spanish immersion here on Talk Talk?
No, I don't have courage
No?
yet.
You
But
know,
Me
one day I
too.
try.
you
One
too,
day, yeah.
Matheus. Oh my God. Me too, me too. But this year I will. start, this is a promise. I will start, I think, next week, because I'm feel like, of course, that I don't have enough vocabulary to say all the words that I want, but at least I feel more comfortable because in my case, for example, I don't know about you guys, but before I start to speak, I prefer to have vocabulary, at least the essential one. And then I will start to speak. Of course, that there will be a lack of words. It's normal, but to have at least to say something, and then make some gestures, you need to have uh, a little of vocabulary to say something. So that's it. But this is a promise, guys. You can put it on my account that I will start next week, and you will see.
And
And that's
and
it, my friends. Thanks for
and
sharing.
okay. No, so and other thing I considerate Spanish is I think it's more shipful to exchange and training your Spanish because it's so expensive when you try to go to another country to practice your English. And in South
Yeah,
America, it's more shipful to
exactly,
is another
exactly.
country. Yeah.
You were straight to the point. That's the thing. I talk too much. I will talk about it later. But we have a really good topic to discuss, and that will have a lot of things to discuss about it. But thank you, Patricia. Really nice. Great point. Great point. Uh, Mateus, I don't know if you already answered this one. Yeah, you already answered, right? How many languages do you speak? Okay. Bianca, your turn, girl.
Under pressure, I speak the native. Under pressure, three languages, I think. Portuguese is my
The
native
pressure is good.
language. Spanish to survive sometimes. And English I am learning. And the Spanish it was because I have I have to went in a conference in another country in Latin America, in Chile and Uruguay too. And it was beautiful, guys. And yes, exactly. The ticket is cheaper than to travel to another country, to United States or European countries. In here, in South America, it's cheaper. And there are so many places, beautiful beaches, and I love beaches. So it was a pleasure. And in there, I could develop some part of my Spanish. But I have to train more, I think, because maybe I have more opportunities in the future, and I am not prepared for this opportunity in the Spanish. But I'm trying to improve the English first, because to me is more difficult now. So it's that under pressure, three languages, I think. Portuguese is
Really
more or
nice.
less.
No way, man. No way, girl. Come on. You speak well. You speak well both languages. Spanish, I can say because I never listened to you speaking Spanish, but Portuguese, of course. Portuguese, I think that I don't know if we had conversations, but in English, at least I know that you rock, Bianca. In English, you rock. And I think that you all guys, you are in a advanced level because you can speak and you can understand well what we are saying, what you know one another is saying. Of course, that we have that thing, we put so much pressure on our shoulders, but sometimes we think, oh, for me get to the advanced level, I need to be perfect or something like that. And it's not true. If you are capable to speak and understand most of the phrases and words, you are in the advanced level. Of course, that there are. I don't know if you already make a quiz about it, but I believe that you all are in an advanced level. Really nice, Bianca, your experience. And one thing that you told us about the travel, is that of course it's cheaper to travel around South America than to another country. I mean, Europe or North America. At the beginning, I was thinking that I need to go to an English country to speak in English, but it's really hard to save money to go to another country to do it. It's better learn Spanish and try to go around here, South America, and then, of course, uh, go to another country that speaks only English. But one step at a time. Let's slow down and be realistic. Sometimes we don't have money to do it. So, of course, everyone, each one have your own reality, and if you have money to afford it, go ahead. But if you're not, and you need to, if you want to make plans, try to, start small and then bigger. That's it. Thank you, Bianca. Really nice. And what are the languages? What are your languages plans for this year? Mateus, what are your plans, man? What do you plan to do along the way?
Perfect. My plans in this year is practice more the English because English I see in the past I use in English in some rooms in the job, but I see that how can I say, desenvolve more, learning more English, study more English for the conversation, for the communication, because today is a focus. The vocabulary is many important. It's very, very important. When I initiate in English, I use I learning vocabulary very well during the rooms, but I see the past the communication. I see one opportunities for learning more English, and my focus in this year is study more English, my communication, my for me use in my job because there's some rules and the some tools I I use some tools my job that the how can I say it's in English the tools the tools the Microsoft the any companies and use English and for me when I started this year I thought I learning more my English, my communication, my vocabulary for using this in my career, in my job, for me in the future when I intend to travel the USA. It's I like the USA and my when uh, when I have one opportunities, I have to travel to the USA, and the English is necessary for this, for communication, for learning one information, for talk the any people, and for me in this year is learning English. Uh, the Spanish, I mean, uh, I mean, go to one little slowly the learning, but for the 3 years, studying the Spanish, but my focus today is learning English.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. I got it. And you said that you use English at work for living, for example, all the time, right? Or most of the time, right?
Yes, yes. I using the one tools. The it's in English. There's some information, and in my job, I use in the meetings, talk with the any people. I don't use it every time in the day, but in specific days, this specific time, I use it in English. I use more English when I start one project using the one tools. Is the
Yeah, yeah,
letters, the the documents in English, but speaks
yeah,
in many times, many people. It's not every day during the week, but I use more write the documents in the tools.
yeah. So okay, I got it. You mean that the tools are all in English, and you need to know English in order to uh, understand what's going on. But about speaking, the speaking part, you don't use it so much as you would like to use in your daily basis. And for example, if you need to use your English in in a in a meeting, for example, you feel comfortable to use it, no problem, right?
Yes, yes, yes. When I start the TNT, for me, I mean, how can I say? It's strange for me because I'm not in the past. I'm not conversation in English during 1 hour. I'm studying English in the past, but the conversation during the 1 hour, I never speak the other people in 1 hour in English. It's for me it's very good because I'm learning more my English. I see the learning more English, né? Because English is very necessary not so the career, but the personal life. When you walk in the street and talk the one people. For example, I live in Rio de Janeiro. In Rio de Janeiro, there are many people the other country when I walk the streets and it's for uh, during the day one people for speak to you the something or some information and I think the English it's necessary to career. It's very necessary to career for the do you use in the other country and personal life for communication with people. I think is the English very important for during the day because in Brazil there are many people in the other country and you uh, one day for using English in the day in the streets.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I got it. Very nice words. And it's really awesome to see that you are, getting confident, getting better. And for sure, if you keep doing it, you will achieve the level that you want. Be better, for sure. Thanks for sharing, my friend. Very nice. And what about you, Patricia? What are your languages plans for this year?
I think my plans is we can become fluent because I need because my job is I work in a bilingual school, so I need to talk in English every time with the students, with the teachers and staff. So I think sometimes it's hard. It's hard to me because when Mateus said is I, I used to study in English in a traditional course, but the conversation is not the practice. So for me, it's hard to conversation sometimes, to have a
Yeah.
conversation sometimes. So for me, I think a plan is do more immersions because I I always uh, try to have a one immersion per week, but for me it's not enough. So I try to do more immersions, and I try now not that don't write the answers previous before the immersions. I try stimulate my brain, my head to think fast and try to find a word in English to communicate and people understand me. So it's hard, but I think I improve my English that way.
Really nice, Patricia, really nice. And yeah, I think that it can be a method, when you read the question, try to answer it. But to be more spontaneous, I think that it's healthy to answer the questions just in the meeting, because you will develop your creative part, and you will, like, I think that you will speak what is in your heart, not that you don't do it when you answer the question before, but it's better to do it like during the meeting, it's more spontaneous, and really nice
Yeah,
words.
I
It's
think
really
in the beginning on Talk, um, do write the answers previous help me a lot with the confident because I first first time I talked with the strangers in English for 1 hour, but now I
yeah,
have more confident and I have more vocabulary because immersions help me a lot with this too. So I try to have a conversation, a real conversation, spontaneous, well, the way you said. So I try. It's my plan now.
yeah. Really nice, really nice. And let me ask you one more thing about your job. What do you exactly do at this
Um,
English?
I am a library
I mean,
assistant and I work in a library. So I help the students to find the books that they will like, or I help the teachers to find a book to help the classes, helping the classes. And
really
the
nice.
libraries is have books in English and Portuguese. So sometimes it's hard to help because the people arrive in library talk the title and the book in English and fast, and I frozen sometimes, but I breathe and okay, can you repeat please slowly, and I try help the
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Okay, I got it. Because yeah, sometimes it's not the problem is not with you, is with the people that they think that they are speaking correctly and they not, So you need to kind of make a CSI, and discover what's going on there. Yeah. Really nice, Patricia. Really nice to know about it. Thanks for sharing, girl. And what about you, Yanka? What are your language plans for this year?
Well, my language plans is to exercise every day the English. So I'm trying to get immersions every day at 7 p.m. I function better with a routine. So every day at 7 p.m. And in the weekend, 2 sessions maybe. I'm trying to do that because I'm going to take a test in April or May. I don't know, the TOEFL
Coming,
test. Yeah,
it's coming, it's coming.
yeah,
How are you feeling
it's
about it?
I'm worried about it. I'm not prepared to do that test, but I have a time to get prepared for
Yeah,
this test. So I'm going to work hard these following days in the English. And in September, maybe I will join to the immersions, Spanish immersions, because if everything's going right, if I'm lucky, I'm going to another congress in the Colombia. I'm very
nice.
excited. This year, guys, have everything to be a great year to me. I'm very excited for this year. I'm working hard and trying to do my best because it will be really nice. So in September, maybe I will join to the Spanish immersions to
Nice.
train more. Thank you, Patricia. Help me, please, with my English to keep talking with me. But it's that I have dreams. Is that what are my plans? I have dreams with language, with these stuffs.
Yeah. You said something about lucky. I think that is not lucky. It's preparation. And you are preparing yourself to this. I'm sure that you're gonna rock. I'm sure. Just keep doing it, study as hard as you can. You know, we usually say in the soccer world that when you are training, the training part needs to be harder than the official game. If you do it in your language studying, I think that you're gonna be successful. It's just make the training the hard part that you have, and when you get that to the test, you will rock for sure. And I can say that about your speaking part, you're gonna rock because there are sometimes words that you use that I don't even know. You know, for example, bias. I don't know what's the meaning of bias, and you say it in some meetings that I was before, but I don't look for it. But I have uh, an idea what about it, what it's mean. And but I don't know what is it. And you know things about your work that it's something technical. So like I think that when you study in a academic way, let's say like this, you develop more your vocabulary than you if you compare to a person that studies just basic things. So I think that you have everything to be successful. It's just a matter of time, of course, and preparation that you are doing great, and you will be successful for sure. Thanks for sharing, Yanka. Really nice. And guys, this question for me it's like amazing because I love to hear from people what the methods that they use to learn a new language. Matheus, can you tell us what is the methods that you use to learn it? Share your
Yes,
secret, man.
yes, of course. In my case, my methods, when I start the new language, my method is learning the vocabulary. For example, when I start the learning English, I see some videos in YouTube about the language, about the vocabulary, the difficulties, the vocabulary, the some secrets the language. I initiate this. I'm searching the some videos in the YouTube, and after that I initiate the vocabulary, the basic vocabulary, the alphabets, the hours, the some time, tempo verbais, acho que não sei se é isso. Time
Yeah,
verbs and
yeah, yeah.
during the day, I'm pause during the 1 hour, half minutes, for example, for studies these methods, the vocabulary, watch the some videos in the YouTube. When I initiate in one course, the making the pass, I have the teacher, né, the course. I have once some books and I practice some exercise the vocabulary. And after week, I mean learn more the vocabulary for the use in the one conversation. I initiate this. I learning search the what is the language, the difficult, the easy, what easy, and I start the vocabulary for after that the conversation. I think is one of the methods for me, helping me very well in my learning when I learn English in the past. I use more conversation now. In the past, I use in conversation during, for example, 2 days in the week. And now I use, for example, 4 days in the week. In some week I use 2 or 3 twice English. And from me now I practice more English. I using the vocabularies the past when I start. I use now during immersions. And for me, with a method is very efficient because I'm learning the vocabulary. I say that I learning more the vocabularies, the time verbs types, because there are many things the English for explore more, because the language is very big. And there are many things about this.
Yeah, for sure. And you said something really nice because every day we have something new to learn, right? One, at first, because we are not native speakers, right? So we are not in the environment, properly. We are far away, and we are trying to make we are trying to create an environment, to be there, but we are not there because we live in another country. So every day, man, no matter the level that you get from now on, you will learn something new. As the example that I used with Bianca, that there are words that I don't even know and I already heard about, but I don't look for it yet, right? And it's awesome. No, it's awesome. It's not just, even in Portuguese, we don't know everything, right? And we don't need to know everything, right? We just need to have an idea what's going on, what is the word. I mean, in what occasion I can use that word, but it's not part of our daily basis. So whatever, yeah. You don't need to know everything. You just need to be able to speak. That's it. If you are able to speak, even if you don't know about some word, you just just need to ask for it. And what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of that? That for me, that's the magic phrase. What's the meaning of this? and then you will learn everything. You know? If you know it, forget about, man. You will learn everything. So really nice, man. Thanks for sharing. And what about you, Patricia? Tell me everything.
Mhm.
What are your maths?
Oh, I agree with Mateus. Vocabulary is important when we start a new language. I try to use apps that focus is a new vocabulary, like Duolingo, for example, because they use gamification to learn to teach a language. So it's more fun sometimes we a gente não percebe that we'll learn because is a game to us. It's help me a lot to when I start a new language, and I try to have a contact with a new language every day. So I try to uh, watch some videos or listen podcasts. Even I don't understand everything, but try to have a contact is important because you're training your listen, and it's normal for you um, see the language every day. It's it's a frequency. I don't know. I forgot the right word.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, is important. And I think it is that. And when we have a more vocabulary, I don't know. Sometimes I try to immersion, for example. It's Spanish for me. When I have the vocabulary, it's because RBD band. So I don't think I
Yeah,
have a confidence yet to have an immersion in
yeah,
Spanish. But I don't know. In the future, maybe.
yeah. Really nice, Patricia. Really nice words. I totally agree with you. One thing that you told us about is to listen a lot, you know. Listening is one of the main keys to understand the language and try and start to use it. You know, I think because if you stop to think, when we start to learn a language, our native language, we start by listening, you know. We are start to hearing the sounds and try to reproduce it. That's the main goal, you know. Sometimes people will start learning a new language in the most annoying way that is from the grammar, you know. And it's terrible. It's terrible. It make all the dreams, people dreams, you know, be ruined. You know, if you start a language by grammar, in my opinion, of course, everyone has your own opinion.
I agree. I
But
agree.
but yeah, yeah. But you said everything. This for me, I think that you got the point. You got the straight to the point. Really nice, Patricia. Thanks for sharing. And what about you, Yanka? Tell me your secrets, girl.
Yeah, I agree with Mateus and Patricia. Vocabulary is important. To me, I try to study flashcards. It's boring, but I'm trying.
I agree with you. I don't like it. I hate it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's boring. And I try to immerse myself in everything. So everything is changed to the English. My notebook, my cell phone. Um, I am trying to just watch things in English. And my analyst, my psychologist said that it's easier to learn another English if you look for things that really interest you, really is really important to you. So I love politics, for example. So now I am following the elections in the US and Trump will win, guys. I'm sorry about that, but I'm worried about it. So now I'm addicted in elections, in the US elections, for example. I was addicted in Argentina elections and Milei win. So I was following this part. So I try to pick up things that I am addicted and try to see this in English. Stand up too. I'm very addicted in stand up. So I am watching a lot and podcasts too about politics. Is that?
Really nice. You know, one thing that I like to do is listen a lot CNN, you know, and when you put it in English settings, let's say like this, it's all about politics, you know, about Trump and Biden and like others like candidates, you know. So yeah, and I love to listen music also. I love to what else? Yeah, it's kind of I switch my cell phone settings to Spanish right now because I'm trying to. But in the beginning of the English that I was studying English, I switched it for English and I was understanding anything, you know. It's it was like crazy, but it's necessary, you know. And you said something really interesting that human beings they learn by two different things by pressure when you need to do something and your life is risk about it kind of right and when you like to do something when you like to do something is enjoyable but you don't like if you don't like to do something and you need to do something you will learn by pressure you know as you said about your Spanish by pressure I speak three different languages Spanish English but to enjoy the time just to. So it's a kind of really nice. Yeah. So guys, welcome back, my friends. It's a pleasure to have you all here. And I would like to know how was the conversation for you guys. I'd like to start with please correct me if I say your name wrong, right? Wowsing, right? Wowsing?
Yes, yes. Awesome. I
Woohoo!
have we have a good conversation in another room. The guys is very simple. Pessoal bacana, então it's very good.
Yeah, yeah. People in the small rooms that were with you, they are amazing. Marcio, Yasmin, Mr. Jefferson that goes out, you know, they are amazing. So you were in a good company. So really nice to know that Wowzen. I need to train your name, man. Thanks for sharing, my friend. And what about you, Yasmin? How was the conversation for you?
Was very good. It was very good. Jefferson has many experience, but was very good.
Yes. Yeah, in both ways. About the age, he's an older man,
Yeah.
and about his experience in language. I think that he speaks 3 or 4 languages. I think, yeah, I don't know, exactly. But he's an amazing person. Really nice to know that, Yasmin. Thanks for sharing. Guys, I send you some links. You know, the first one is about our YouTube channel. So if you want to watch this immersion again, you just go there, you know. Don't forget, please hit the thumbs up, right? It's really nice to it's essential for our channel, right? Our job here. The second one is about our survey, right? If you want to I would like to ask you guys to please give your notes there, you know. And it's essential to have your opinion, suggestion about the topics, you know. Because sometimes we every time we need to create a new topic and sometimes it can be difficult for us. And it's really nice when you give your opinion, you know. Don't be afraid or concerned about give your real opinion because we need it, you know. We need your opinion, your real opinion, you know. And what else? Let me see. And the third one is about the survey already told it. That is our site. If you want to apply to another language, in my case, for example, I will apply to Spanish. I will start speaking Spanish, try to speak Spanish in the next week. It was a promise that I made here live on YouTube. And the last one is about my LinkedIn profile, because sometimes we are here speaking a lot, talking a lot, and we don't even know each other beyond the talking platform. So please, want to accept me as a friend on LinkedIn, and then we can move to another platforms also. Please feel free. It will be a pleasure to have you on my list friend, right? And guys, that's it. I'm developing right now a new topic to the next Saturday, and I think that it will be related with language, but in a business world, as we were talking here in the main room. So I'd like to invite you to the next meeting, right? I think that it's gonna be really nice. And I wish you guys a wonderful weekend, enjoy it as much as you can and have fun, guys. Okay. See you in the next meeting and have a great weekend, guys. Bye bye. See you.
Bye
Thank
bye,
you, guys.
Bruno. Bye bye, people.
Bye
Have a good
bye.
day.
You can
Bye bye.